Hello everyone, I'm back with another GunPla review, and in my quest to balance out the Federation versus Xeon numbers of kits, here is the MS-06S Zaku Command Type Char Custom. This is the older version of the HG kit, as I believe there is a newer edition that has come out. That came out around 2020, but that doesn't mean that this kit isn't a great kit. Let's take a look at it real fast. Aesthetically, we have a very nice kit. Sorry if it's a little dusty. This is actually one of my older kits. Aesthetically, we do have a nice kit. It has Char's coloration. Looks cool holding the machine gun. Shield looks right. Can even hold a little heat hawk on the edge there. Not a lot to say. I mean, a Zaku is kind of a Zaku. There's not a lot you can really say about it. But it looks like exactly what you need Char's unit to look like when you're going to put him up into battle. Visually, he looks pretty cool, but that's not all that's great about this kit. Let's take a look at the flexibility. Move him out of there. Now, the one thing to note is that because of the piping here on the legs, there is some limited mobility here. If you're careful, you can turn it, but that's about as far as you're ever going to get. Not too bad. Front-wise, of course, the knee blocks all that. In addition to that, if you can get a full Char kick here if you need it. It's a little tighter than I'd like it to be for a Char kick, but it still works. You have a little bit of jiggliness here on the knee, just to a point that you can accidentally. Which is nice, but it's not much there, and it will loosen up the part, unfortunately. Foot here has some pretty good mobility around and round. Not too bad. It's a little too tight to do the splits, unfortunately. So that's about as far as you're going to get on that. Said can Char kick, which is nice. Front skirts kind of wiggle a little bit, but they are also very tight, partially because of the tubing. Side things have a little bit of wedge to them. Again, not that much. There's not a lot of flexibility here on a Zaku, unfortunately. You also get a little thing here you can pop out if you want to hold the bazooka on the back. And a little notch here to hook up your heat hawk and its heat hawk holder. Toss that aside. Get to the hands. Hands have a good, full 360 rotation. Good amount of wiggleness. It's a nice little ball joint. Arm can kind of basically get in like that. Not too bad. It's not double jointed. Arm can rotate all around. Generally good. Get a little bit of wiggle here on the shoulder armor, which allows you to adjust it for what you need it to do in case you're going to move your arm around. The other arm. This is in on a peg. It gets a little bit of wiggle itself. A little up and down. So a lot of mobility options with the shield. And the head itself, while limited in terms of its full scope, can 360, yes it can go up, down, a little bit of forward back action, not too much. Overall some good flexibility as my kit starts to fall apart because I'm flexing it too much. Great. So admittedly, the flexibility on a Zaku isn't that great, and it's one of the real flaws, but a lot of it comes down to the design of the suit. However, in terms of build, this is actually a really simple build. First off, there's a large piece that makes up the torso that all the armor kind of goes onto. And everything else is very simple in terms of building the arms, shield, the shoulder, the legs, the feet, which makes it a very good beginner's kit. And if you're a Char fan, and you don't have that much skill making models, this is an easy one to pick up and build. There's only one sticker, it is the Mono Eye. And this is from the era of kits where the Mono Eye will go on to a backing part that if you pop open the head, you can actually shift it, so you can have the eye and the snout facing different directions if you so wish. In addition to that, we have a few extra parts. Okay. As I said before, there is a heat hawk with a heat hawk holder. I'm not the biggest fan of the heat hawk. It usually has issues being held by the hands. For example, get our left hand right here, and whoop. You can kind of get it in there, but if it has a very high tendency to slide around. So, yeah. Also get two hands. There is a trigger finger hand for the left side, and a holding hand for the right side. In addition to, currently equipped is a triggered finger on the right and a holding hand on the left. So that gives you the option of making Char left-handed if you'd like, or using two holding hands, or whatever you would prefer. The hand versatility really helps in designing how you want the suit to look. And while Char has a specific way he usually fights, this does work well on other Zakus. Lastly, we have the Zaku Bazooka. Has a little thing here that can move, so you can use it as a hand support. And its little scope also has some movement as well. In addition to that, there is a hold on the back to actually hold this on the rear of the suit, if you so wish. Overall, Char's Zaku is one of the easier to build kits. It looks show accurate. And overall, even though it was one of my earlier kits, it's really hard to tell just because of the quality of this design. There is a newer version of the Char Zaku, and I would probably recommend that one over the older version, but you're not going to go wrong if you grab the older version. If you're looking for a good beginner kit, or you just really need to add the Red Comet into your arsenal, go and grab Char Zaku. It's a good deal. It's usually inexpensive, running around $12 US. And while its flexibility is limited, there's still a lot of cool posing and action things you can do, pretty much due to the arms and the sheer amount of movement they offer. Plus multiple weapons, multiple hands. You get a lot of options here. You can make Char look pretty cool. Thank you for watching. I hope this has helped your GunPla purchasing decision. Until next time, let me know in the comments what Zaku is your favorite Zaku. And if you have a chance, please like and subscribe. It only takes a few seconds for you, but really helps small channels like mine. Until next time, I'll see you at the tavern.